Hey guys, thanks for clicking on that video. We got some accessories for the kayak. Nice Scotty rail system. So stay tuned and we'll show you how to install them. Okay, so what you're going to need, you're going to need your rail system, a drill with a 3/8 bit, screwdriver, Sharpie to mark it, and some well nuts, Scotty well nuts. So the reason why I went with the rail system is that it's low profile and I can adapt different adapters onto this. So I can use it for multiple things, and when I'm not using something I can take it off and it's not going to be sticking up in the road. So if I were to mount a fishing rod holder with one of those big blocks on there, it's going to get in the road. It might, break off or something whenever I'm sticking it in my truck. So I rather use this. It's nice and low profile, and when I'm not using it, like I said, I can take it off. So if I have a fishing rod holder on here and I'm not going fishing, I don't need to put it on. And it's not going to get in the way whenever I'm loading it in and out of my truck. So all the links for these I'll put in the description. I did purchase this at sale, not at Amazon, because at the time when I purchased it, it was more expensive on Amazon. Okay, so I got a bunch of different rail systems, different lengths. I'm going to be placing them in different areas where I think I'm going to be using them or where I need them. I'm not going to show you all of them. I'm just going to install one because it's pretty much all the same. Very easy to do. And with the rail system, you can adapt different things: a camera mount, cup holder. So like I said, if you're not, a fishing rod holder, if you're not going to be fishing, you don't need the fishing rod holder there getting in the way. So I like it that they're low profile. So like always, I am going to eyeball it. So I'm going to be using the line here as a reference. Now what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're on a flat surface. Just do bend a bit, but you don't want any stress on it. Little as stress as possible. So I'm going to be putting one up here. So you have a groove here. So it depends where you want to put it in and slide it. Now if you want it something closer to you, you put it in, slide it this way. In my case, this one is just probably going to be specifically for a camera. So I want it further away so that it's not so close. So I'm not using this line as a reference. There's a crease right here that I'm going to use as a reference. So this Sharpie doesn't go this deep. So what I'm going to do is get a 1/8 drill bit. I'm going to drill my first one, and then I'll be able to screw that down. So with my 1/8 drill bit, if my Sharpie would go through the hole, I would just continue to use that. Again, whenever you put these well nuts in, put the screw in first, because depending on where you're working, a lot of time when you push that in, you'll push it right through because there's only just a little lip. In my case, if it goes through, I can just reach underneath, which is no big deal. I'm just using this as a guide for the rest. I suppose you probably don't need to drill all of them, but I'm going to anyways. Makes it more secure. What I like about these well nuts is that you don't need to use silicone because it creates a nice gasket on its own, because whenever you screw it in, it squishes at the bottom. And there you have it. Now you can add different adapters, a rod holder, a cup holder, camera mount. They got a whole bunch of different adapters that you can just stick into this. And when you're not using it, you just leave it out and it doesn't take up any room. So it's got a little rail system on here that you slide in. Just like that. Nice and tight. Over there you can put different adapters on. Comes with lots of different options that you can put on. Quick release. So I'll be installing a couple more. One here for my rod holder, and a small one like this I might put closer to me for a cup. That's about it. Hopefully you liked that video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. That way there I know you want some more. And make sure to subscribe. See you guys later.